Ladies and gentlemen, Shelley Winter Show. When I first moved down here, my cousin, attorney Vince Phillips, by the way, shout out to Vince. He has got Variety Magazine listed him as one of the top deal makers of 2026, 2025, 2026. So shout out to my cousin and congratulations. I'm so proud of you, my little cousin. But attorney Vince Phillips, when I first moved down here as my cousin, I met all his friends. I hung out with them, and they were all in the music industry. And I met a young man, Lil Jon, and they had a group, Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. And I'll never forget them playing their early music for me, being from New York, and I thought it was great music, a great sound, if you will, a party sound. And Lil Jon has gotten very big, as you know. He DJs all around the country. He's in commercials and just a really big personality. But as I can tell you, he is the nicest, most humble guy you'll ever meet. I mean, he is the nicest, coolest guy ever. His son, Slade, he's 27 years old. He's 5'9" and weighs about 150 pounds. He went missing yesterday. So please, if you're listening to me right now, please pray for Lil Jon and his family, and hope his son is found safe and sound. They're concerned for his safety, and they're seeking prayers for his return. So please, my friends, if you're listening to me right now, just say a quick prayer for Slade, who is the son of Lil Jon, the artist, and please let this young man return home safely. That's our prayer, Lord. That is our prayer, that he returns home safely. Let's go to Tom. Go ahead, Tom.
Good evening. Yes, I've had several people ask me, since I quote unquote keep in touch with all these guys on the conservative side, where does Trump plan to come up with all this money for all the new kids?
I don't know. I don't know. It's coming from the federal government. It's money that we say we'd never have when it comes to helping people, but apparently this is okay to do. So, but it's coming from the federal government. Who knows? It's borrowing money. Who knows? Who knows where the federal government comes up with the money? Tom, you know how that goes. When we want money, we have it. When we don't want to spend it on the people, we say we don't have it, and we don't want to run a deficit. It's such a game, Tom. It's such a game, and it's a game being played on the most vulnerable, and by the most vulnerable, I mean the most ignorant. Great call. I'll talk to you soon, Tom. Thanks for your call. It's so true, my friends. So I just got a text. We'll go a little bit longer in this segment. I just got a text, right? So last night, I did not know this history. Last night we were talking about Rick Jackson. We talked about him a lot tonight, but we're talking about his ad. Remember, he said he was raised in Techwood Homes. And remember, I jokingly said last night that I had no idea that white people lived in Techwood Homes. And I'm not from here, right? I moved down here as an adult, right? So I know Techwood Homes. When I first moved here, I thought it was the same the whole time. Apparently, let me read to you, Techwood Homes. Techwood Homes, this is from Wikipedia. Techwood Homes was an early public housing project in Atlanta, Georgia, in the United States, opened just before the first houses. The whites-only Techwood Homes replaced an integrated shantytown of low-income people known as Tanyard Bottom or Tech Flats. And it was opened in 1935, and it was whites only. Now, if you read further, you will find out. I did not know this. I'm so glad this person sent it to me. This is so funny to me, right? It says, if you read down, was dedicated on November 29th the previous year by U.S. President Franklin Delano. The new whites-only apartments included bathtubs, electric ranges in each unit, 189 of which had garages, central laundry facilities, a kindergarten, and a library were also provided. Techwood Homes was demolished in advance of the 1996 Summer Olympics and is now Centennial Place Apartments. So if we ever, and I'm trying to understand this, I'm trying to get Mr. Jackson on the show, but if we ever get him on the show, I've got to ask him, which Techwood Homes did you live in? Was it Techwood Homes of mostly African Americans? Or was it the whites-only Techwood Homes that Franklin Delano Roosevelt built that had garages in them. Oh, man, I'm telling you, I say this all the time. If you follow me on Facebook, SHELLEYWYNTER. But if you follow me on Facebook, just know this. It is a great daggone time. I don't say daggone time on Facebook, but it is a great D-word time to be on talk radio, I tell you. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. We'll close out the show with what I brought up with Carolyn Bordeaux about this Texas primary and racial debate. We'll be right back.